physical features and physiographic divisions of India. So as we read in our previous classes that the Earth has the distinct types of the landforms. Distinct types of a landforms. There is not a uniformity of a landforms. Landforms are the unevenly lies on Earth. Somewhere are the mountains, plains, plateaus, such kind of the landforms. So same as these kinds of landforms are the result of the movements which are occurred on Earth, above the surface of the Earth or under the surfaces of the Earth crust. Under the surfaces of the Earth crust. Such divisions are known as the physical divisions, physiographic divisions. Such divisions are known as the physical features of the Earth. Physical features of the Earth. Physical features of the Earth. So the physical features of the Earth. These physical features are the result of the two kinds of the movements, internal movements and the external movements. Internal movements and external movements. These are the result of the internal and external movements. There are two kinds of movements, endogenic movements and exogenic movements. Exogenic movements. Endogenic movements are the internal, like plate tectonics, volcanic eruptions, and exogenic movements are those which act on the surfaces of the Earth crust, like wind, water, glaciers, and sea waves. This thing you learned in your previous classes. Our chapter has based upon plate tectonics. Clear? Our chapter has based upon a plate tectonics. So the landforms which are the result of the plate tectonics on Earth. And the next chapter has based upon water. Rest of the agents are not used in our complete of syllabus. Clear? So let's start the plate tectonics. Plate tectonics. Plate tectonics. Now, what is this? Plate tectonics. Plate tectonics is the concept which has given in relation to the this is a concept which has given in a relation to the formation of a continents. Actually, this concept has favored in a later stage by Alfred Wegener. Alfred Wegener used this concept of a plate tectonics in their theory of a continental drift. In a concept of a continental drift, Alfred Wegener used this concept of a plate tectonics. So, in literally, the plate tectonics means that the whole of the solid portion, the land area of the Earth, has largely distributed among the plates. Distributed among the plates. Such large lithospheric portions, they are distinctively moving as from their places. When they are moving from their places, they are results for the formation of a landforms. So literally a plates refers to lithospheric portions of Earth crust. I repeat, plates refers to lithospheric portions of Earth crust which is distinct among which, I repeat, plates are refers to lithosphere portions of earth crust which is distributed among 7 major and 15 minor plates. 15 minor plates. 7 major are the continents. Major continents. 7 major and 15 minor plates which are lies in solid surfaces like continents, solid surfaces, and in oceanic floors. Means beneath the water bodies, beneath the oceans and the seas. The land area which has lies is also a part of the such plates. These plates are float above of molten magma. When any of a substance which has a solid substance, it has float above of a liquid material. It means it will be not static. It will be the movable. Because of their movements, the solid substance which is floating above of the molten or liquid material, because under such circumstances it will be not static, it will be as a movable. Under such circumstances of the movements, it will be led to the formation of doing as a number of the acts. What kind of the movements it will occur? Generally, there are 3 kinds of the plate movements are occur due to the such movements: convergent movements, divergent movements, and transform movements. Clear? Transform movements. Now, what are these? Convergent, divergent, and transform. Convergent, divergent, and transform. Now, what are these? So, what are these? Convergent, divergent, transform. Divide a page into the 3 equal parts in a horizontally, means landscape form. Horizontally, you have to divide your page into 3 equal parts. Left side as a convergent, write down at the top. At the second middle, you have to write as a divergent, and third as a transform. We make as a distinguish between these 3, and explanation will be also discussed as occur. Clear? So you have to divide page into 3 equal parts horizontally, landscape form. Let's start from the first, convergent. When 2 plates move towards each other. When 2 plates move towards each other is known as convergent. When 2 plates, so assume that these 2 are the plates, horizontal structure, I'm showing in a vertical form. 2 plates are there. When they are to move towards each other is known as a convergent movement. 2 plates move towards each other is known as the convergent movements. Done. Second one, in a second, divergent. When 2 plates move away from each other. Move away from each other is known as divergent. When 2 plates move away from each other is known as divergent. Clear? And third one is a transform. When 2 plates slides in an opposite direction, look towards the screen. When 2 plates slides in an opposite direction or either overlap each other. When 2 plates plates are floating above of the molten magma. So it may be as a leads to the attract towards each other, move away from each other, or either slides in an opposite direction. They are slides with each other in an opposite direction, or either it overlap each other. Clear? Done first point in all the three sections, three parts. Second, Dhiren done? Dhiren Mahajan. Okay, very good. Now the next second point. Second point. When two plates are moved towards each other, it leads to the fold mountains. Fold mountains. Look towards the screen. There, I'm here pushing these two particular plates towards each other. Then there are the folds are appear on a surface. Folds are appears. These are the folds. Such are the folds appear on a surface of the earth crust due to the convergent movements. Because the reason is that when the two plates are moving towards each other, under such circumstances, whatever the material is present, look towards here, whatever the material has present in between of these two plates, whatever the material is there, it will move towards somewhere. The lower part is already in a magma, there is no space. Then the such material, whatever is there, rocks are there, sediments are there, soil, particle, anything is there, it will be the rises up. Through this, the fold mountains came into existence. Clear? जो मटेरियल इन दो प्लेट्स के इन बिटवीन है वो कहीं तो जाएगा, नीचे जा नहीं सकता, मैग्मा है नीचे, मोल्टन मैग्मा है, कंसिस्टेंसी जिसकी ज्यादा है, then that material it will be rises up in the form of the folds. First, it led to the formation of a fold mountains. Second point for the convergent movements. It will help you to answer the longer questions also, 5 marks question. Divergent movements, when two plates are moved away from each other. Two plates are here, they are nearer to it, but when they are moving from their places, it led to the depressions. When two plates are moved away from each other, when they are moving from their places, then there will be as a depressions are appeared. Depressions. So Earth's deeper depressions are led due to the result of divergent movements. Clear? And the transform movements when two plates slides in a opposite direction or either the overlaps, it led to the block mountains. It led to the formation of a block mountains. I will show you with the help of diagrams at the last. They are led to the formation of a block mountains when the two plates overlap each other. Third one, convergent movements. Convergent movements are the result of compressional forces, because here the two forces are compressed the matter. Compressional forces. It led to the, it is a result of a compressional forces. And second, divergent are tensional forces, because when the landmass they are moving, it creates a tension on a surface. Cracks पड़ जाते हैं उससे. Tensional forces. Tensional forces, and third one also tensional forces. Third one is also a tensional forces. I'm here just giving a name as a Dhiren because Dhiren's camera is just doing work. Now the Yug's camera also. Yug, wake up. Yug, it's your first period. Wake up, sit properly. Yug Sharma. I think that's why they are not begin their cameras. Aparan, I understand, but the question answers at the last. Clear? So these are the tensional forces. Now the fourth point, convergent movements are constructive in nature. Because landforms are appeared on a surface. Surface के ऊपर landforms बनने से constructive in nature. Divergent are destructive in nature. Divergent movements are destructive in nature. Divergent movements are destructive in nature. With the help of a diagram, it will be clear to you, everybody. Divergent movements are destructive in nature. And third one, transform movements are constructive as well as destructive. Constructive as well as destructive. The reason is that when the block mountains are formed, in between of two block mountains, valleys are also came into existence. So constructive form is the mountain part, and destructive is the valleys, which are the depressions lies in between of two mountains. So that's why the transform movements are the constructive as well as destructive. So let's look towards what kind of the looks when they happens on a surface of the earth crust. Convergent, divergent, and transform. So convergent are what? When two different plates move towards each other, you have to make in such of a manner in your notebooks for the exam. When they are moved towards each other, folds are appeared on a surface of the earth crust. Folds are appeared on a surface of the earth crust. Folds are appeared on a surface of the earth crust. This is as a convergent. This is only both are related with the convergent. Clear? Clear, everybody? Here, due to the force from two sides, two plates, they are pushing the material in a upward, which is known as a fold mountain. That's why we call the Himalayas are the fold mountains. Himalayas are the fold mountains. This is the example of a convergent movements. Done. Second one, divergent. Divergent. Just we have to change after arrows. Two plates are there. They are moving away from each other. Move away from each other. When two plates, they are move away from each other. Move away from each other. Move away from each other is known as the divergent. Move away from each other is the divergent. And the third one, transform movement. Transform movements. Two plates are there. Two tectonic plates are there. Another one is there. Little bit gap. One in a downward, second one in a upward. Clear? Upward. Or either they overlap each other. Overlapping means overlap each other. Clear? It led to the formation of a block mountains. Now how they looks? Block mountains. Assume this is a land area. Three different layers are there. It will be easy to understand. Three different layers are there. Layers of the earth, crust. All these are lies under the crust, not as a crust mental code, only as a crust, because these activities are occurred in a crust. When the two plates are overlap each other, one plate is there, another plate has overlapped this one, then it will look like this. When the two plates overlap each other, there will be other cracks will appear. These cracks, it will be visualized or it can be checked in such form. First layer, because cracks are appeared, some part of a land subsiding and other has rises. This is as a block mountain. Block mountain. This is as a normal condition of a land. When the transform movements they are x, two plates overlap each other. Under such circumstances, some part is subsided downward, नीचे की ओर हो जाता है. Some has rises up or overlap each other. So the rises portion is known as a horst. H-O-R-S-T. This is the block mountain. Rises portion is known as the horst, and the subsided portion is known as a graben. जो नीचे की ओर धस जाता है, दब जाता है, उसको graben कहा जाता है. Graben is also known as the Rift Valley. 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 Clear? Rift Valley. Graben is also known as the Rift Valley. Their example is the Rift Valley of Africa. Rift Valley of Africa. Rift Valley of Africa. Rift Valley. R-I-F-T. R-I-F-T. Rift Valley. Clear? Rift Valley. Rift Valley. Done. So this much for the plate tectonics. This concept has used for the formation of a this concept of a plate tectonics. Their convergent movements are used for the explaining the concept of a formation of a Himalayas. Concept of a Himalayas, it basically discuss or explains or favor the concept of a convergent movement. Convergent movements are basically responsible for the formation of a Himalayas, came into existence on a Earth. Clear? On Earth, Himalayas are the result of a convergent movements. Clear? So this was as the plate tectonics. Okay. Next one is the physical divisions of India. Major physical divisions of India. Second page of a chapter. Major physical divisions of India. There are basically as an India having the 6 major physical divisions. Neither as a mountain plains, plateaus only, except then the 3 more are there. What are these? Let's start. First are the northern plain, northern mountains. Northern mountains, we will begin from the north. Northern mountains, which are also known as Himalayas, the Great Himalayas. Second one, the northern plains. Second physical division is the northern plains. Third one is a peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau. Peninsular plateau. Fourth one, islands. Islands, the group of the islands, Lakshadweep and Andaman Islands. Fifth one are a Great Indian Desert. The Great Indian Desert. The Great Indian Desert, which is known as the Thar Desert. And the last one, the coastal plains. Coastal plains. Coastal plains. Sixth one, coastal plains. Let's start from the first, the northern mountains. Northern mountains are also known as the Himalayas. Regarding as a formation of a Himalayas, there is a concept given by the Alfred Wegener. Alfred Wegener in 1854 given the concept of a continental drift. Continental drift theory. Continental drift theory. Continental drift theory. For this, he assumed that the convergent movements occur. Convergent movements, yes. उसको plains को east and western घाट्स के बीच के areas को कहा जाता है. The areas lies between the Arabian coast and the western घाट्स के बीच में जो leveled area उसको कहा जाता है. So we will discuss time later on. Continental drift theory given by the Alfred Wegener. So according to the Wegener, when Earth came into existence, at that time there was a Mars continent named as a Pangaea. Pangea. Pangea. Pangea surrounded by the water named as a Panthalassa. वो water body जिसने इस Pangea को cover surround किया था, it was named as a Panthalassa. He used such terms, I don't know why, but in concept as written as Panthalassa, Panthalassa, Panthalassa. Panthalassa surrounded the Pangea from all the sides. From all the sides. Clear? Panthalassa. When the Earth movements continue, Earth movements, they are not stops. They continuously work. And divided the Pangea into two parts. Pangea divided into the two parts. Pangea divided into two parts. So when these two are split, the northern part known as Angara land, and southern part known as the Gondwana land. Southern part known as the Gondwana land. But that Panthalassa, which earlier surrounds the whole of the continent, it also filled the gap which appeared due to the division se hua tha. That was named as a Tethys Sea. He used a word for this as a Tethys. Tethys. Tethys Sea. Tethys Sea as a name given to that water body which lies in between of Angara and the Gondwana land. That sea lies in that part of the Earth where now presently are the Himalayas. In that particular part, earlier there was a Tethys Sea. Tethys. Clear? So the Earth movements which continues convergent, as I told you, convergent movements. Gondwana land starts to move towards the North Pole, and the Angara land start to move towards the southward. When the two plates move towards each other, it led to the making of a force on such kind of a material which lies under it. So Tethys Sea at that time, it was filled with the sediments of those rivers which were flowing in Angara and Gondwana land. Angara land, it was a northern part, Gondwana land as a southern part. Their water bodies, their rivers moved towards the Tethys Sea and deposited the sediments in a Tethys Sea. So when convergent movements led, Angara land moved towards the south and Gondwana land moved towards the north. Under such circumstances, those sediments which were earlier lies in between our Tethys, they were the folds were appear. Such folds are visualized in the form of the Himalayas. This is as a story behind the formation of Himalayas. All this process, it began around 200 billion years ago. 200 billion years ago, all these processes began. And total time period took by these processes as 170 billion years. कि Himalayas के बनना start होने के बीच में, beginning of Earth towards the formation of Himalayas, total time took as 170 billion years. 170 billion years. It means afterwards last 30 billion years, just only the Himalayas height is increasing. Even it's still now. Even at present also Himalayas, their height is still increasing at the rate of 1 centimeters every year. Every year 1 centimeters at this rate, Himalayas height increasing. Every year. Clear? That's why we call Himalayas are the youngest mountains of the earth. Youngest mountains. They are increasing every year. Himalayas. But as compared to the Himalayas, other mountains of the world, they are at their older stages. When we are talking about the Alps of Europe, Appalachian Mountains, and the Rocky Mountains of North America, all these are their old stage. Only the Himalayas are their younger stage in which they are increasing their height. Clear? They are increasing their height. Clear? So this much for today. Rest on tomorrow.